Hey everyone, this is ASMR Tea, and first off, happy Halloween to everybody. Hope you're enjoying the day as much as you can given all the restrictions we're under this year. I have some tea today. It's a loose leaf tea. I'm just using it in a paper filter so I don't have to have a whole setup here. This is a Lisbon breakfast tea I was given by a relative who went on a trip some time ago now, since that didn't happen anytime recently. But it's a Lisbon breakfast tea from Portugal, and it looks like the company name is Companhia Portugueza do Chá. I'm probably mispronouncing that terribly, but with no knowledge of Portuguese, I'm going to take a wild guess that name might mean Portuguese tea company, because I do know that cha is tea. That's the extent of my knowledge, but that's where it's from. It's been a while since I've had it, and decided it was time to pull it out again. So that's what I'm drinking today. Take a sip here before moving on. Move that to the side. Okay, so on the video that went up on Tuesday this week, I showed the 2 Halloween diamond paintings I'd gotten from Diamond Art Club. And I am filming this on Friday, October 30th, and late last night, early this morning, I did get this one finished, so let me try and get it all in. There you can see down here. Adjust it a bit there. Put my little Halloween guys back over here. And so I did get this done. I only got it done because I was putting in a lot of time, really more time than I would have preferred to get this done for the video. I just wanted to have it done both for the video and to have it done by Halloween, so that then I could get on to something new. So I'm happy with the result. I ended up mostly single placing everything. I did try, I think it was mostly up in this corner here. There's some areas where I was using a multiplacer, but I don't know what it was, if the particular multiplacer I was using, if you saw the one in the earlier video, that one was kind of beat up, and for whatever reason I was unhappy with how the multiplacer was working out. So I switched to just single placing everything, so that of course added to the time that it took. And I discovered some things as I worked on this, although I am happy with the result. I decided I really hate working on large areas of solid color, so the color blocking around the edges, that black around the edge. No, I did not enjoy that. I don't think it would have been so bad if I wasn't pushing to get this done in a time limit. If I could have just worked on it, slowly, that would have been one thing. But pushing to get it done made me really hate working on that part of it. So I will keep that in mind as I choose diamond paintings going forward. I mean, that wouldn't necessarily stop me if there was one I really wanted to do, but it's not something I'm going to seek out in the future. I do have one entire bag of 310 left that I didn't even open. So this will not be going into my drill bottle, if you saw that in the previous video, which is what I've been doing with my leftover drills. In fact, I have it nearby. One moment. If you didn't see it before, this is the empty bottle I have. And after I make sure that my diamond painting is done, I didn't miss anything, the leftover drills that I have been getting just dumped into this bottle. These I will keep bagged because I haven't even opened them, and I would prefer not to add this much black in with all the other colors, just to kind of keep the mix more colorful for right now. The other things that I noticed when working on this, I don't know, well, I ended up, and I'll insert some pictures of when I was working on this, because I started kind of working around the edge and then in further, and I kind of took a picture at the end of each day of how far I'd gotten, and it was particularly towards the middle. And I'm, again, since I haven't been doing this for a real long time, I don't know what the reason behind it is, but there was a part of the inner area of the canvas, it wasn't all over, it was just in a couple areas that after I had used my washi tape to grit everything out, and then as I was cutting the plastic and peeling it back from each section that I was going to work on, there were a couple areas where the covering plastic was stuck so hard to the glue, so I'm not sure what was going on there. There was, in the vast majority of, the canvas, it peeled up just like you're used to. Easy, no problem at all. But there was a couple areas where it was like, it took force to pull it off, and it didn't seem to negatively affect how the drills went down or anything like that. So I'm not concerned in that way, but that was just a little odd. And there were some of the drills, and again, I don't know whether, I don't think this was really a problem, and I'll probably go back over this. I do have a brayer somewhere that I have to find and then use to kind of make sure I've gotten everything flat on here, and then use something to kind of polish this off with. But there were some of the drills that didn't seem, they almost seemed like slightly scuffed. Not a lot, and I don't know if maybe it was due to there being so much in the way of dark colors, if that was just more noticeable. Maybe if there was like little bits of plastic, or if things, maybe had some dust or whatever on there. I'm really not sure. And again, after seeing everything put, done, I don't think it's a big issue, but it seemed a little odd when I was going through it. And this is the only diamond painting from Diamond Art Club where I've had any kind of question as to, what was going on with it. But as I said, even those little things didn't, negatively affect how it turned out. And these diamonds in the windows and in the faces of the jack-o'-lanterns, those are the glow-in-the-dark drills. So I will try to get some light on these and take this into a dark place and get a good photo that I can insert into the video to show how that looks. This is also one where I would like to frame it, but I wasn't going to have time to do that for this video. And then I'm trying to decide, it's something where I don't necessarily want to spend a chunk of money right now on doing that. I think it would be cool to have this in a fancier, looking frame. So I may hold off and maybe do that down the road. Especially because with it being Halloween by the time you're seeing this isn't necessarily something I want to have sitting out all the time, and storing a framed painting with the space that I have now would be trickier than just finding a spot for this itself. So, future project. So, my approach to doing this, as you'll see when I insert the pictures of how I worked on this, was to focus on the black outer edge and kind of the gradient going in first. I wanted to get that perimeter done because I knew I wasn't going to be a huge fan of doing this solid area. I did not expect to dislike it quite as much as I did, but that did get that portion out of the way sooner. And then as I got in towards the middle, when I got to the center, kind of 4 sections, and that's mostly what I was working on yesterday. I think the previous evening I had gotten maybe like a little bit of the bats done in that inner area, but I still had most of the rest remaining. I was gonna kind of go section by section, or just do the darkest part of the tree first and then move on, but I sort of ended up, instead of working in sections, I finally just took off all the plastic of that center area and just sort of went and got as much done as possible. And I was going to leave some of this for today to finish up, but then it got close enough that I thought, well, let me just push on through, get it done, and then not worry about whether I can get both it and the video and the editing and the uploading done. So that was good. I was glad to get that accomplished. Again, I'm probably not gonna push myself to do this much in a time frame like that going forward, because it took some of the fun and relaxation out of it once you add a deadline into the mix. But still, I am happy with the outcome. So glad to have done it, and definitely a learning experience for going forward. So I think that's all that I have for this particular video. I'm trying to decide what diamond painting I should do next. I mean, I do have some other crafts that I'm working on. I have I do need to do a video updating you on my knitting projects, because I did finish that first shift that I was working on, and then I started doing a second one that was more in kind of Christmas colors, but I was using mostly kind of some leftover yarn, so I'm playing yarn chicken right now, and I do have more of one of the colors, but depending on how close things get at the end, I may have to dig through my stash and see what else I have that can be used. So that's not done yet. I mean, I'm on the latter half of getting it done, but there's still a ways to go. So I'll have to do an update on that coming up. And again, I'll have to look through my diamond paintings and decide, because I do enjoy the smaller ones, but I should probably work on a bigger one, because I do have a number of large ones, and maybe just kind of pick one knowing that it's going to be more of a long-term project. But I'll have to dig through, see what I've got, make some decisions, and then of course I'll do another video on that. So we will see. So once again, thanks so much for watching. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you in the next video.